Hello and welcome to another video. I am back today with the July edition of the Abominable Book Club, which I have right here. This just came this morning, so I've opened the package, but I've not looked inside yet. So that is what we've got. You have two paperback books in there by the looks of it, and the second-hand book. So we will have a look, as always. Bookmark. And there will be a short story on the back. Quite a long one this time. They're struggling to fit that on the bookmark. But if you would like to pause that, read it, you can. Very small text. There you go, that's a short story. Apparently both of these books are signed this month, so there will be a couple of book plates in here. So let's get book number 1, which is Smother Moss by Elisa Alering. Never heard of her. Oh, we'll see what it's about. In 1980s Appalachia, life isn't easy for Sheila. She takes care of her great-aunt, the garden and home and the rabbits, and forages for mushrooms in the forest, all while her mother works back-breaking shifts at the nearby asylum. But it's her peculiar little sister Angie who worries her the most. Angie is obsessed with nuclear war, Rambo, a Russian invasion of their community, and the ominous tarot-like cards she creates that somehow speak to her. As if all that weren't enough, Sheila feels an inexplicable weight around her neck. Is it the ancient and strange mountain they live on that casts its shadow on her, or something else unknown, unseen? When a pair of female hikers are brutally murdered on the Appalachian Trail, Sheila and Angie find themselves drawn inexorably into the hunt for the killer. As the ever-present threat of violence looms larger, the mountain might be the only thing that can save them from the darkness that threatens to consume their home and their community. Okay. Cool. Seems like a kind of like murder mystery thing with a supernatural twist to it. Yeah, interested in that. Nice cover as well. Rabbits and tarot cards and skulls and shit. Yeah, cool. The second book that we have for this month is a little bit of paper come out with that. Looking Glass Sound by Catriona Ward. I do have a couple books by Catriona Ward. I've not actually read them. And that's you back. Let's have a look. Writers are monsters. We eat everything we see. In a windswept cottage overlooking the sea, Wilder Harlow begins the last book he will ever write. It is the story of his childhood companions and the shadowy figure of the Dagger Man who stalked their New England town. And it is the story of Skye, Wilder's one-time friend who stole his unfinished memoir to turn it into a lurid best-selling novel, then died without ever explaining why. This book is Wilder's last chance for revenge, but as he writes he begins to find notes written in Skye's signature green ink, and events in his manuscript start to chime eerily with the present. Is Skye haunting him? And who is the dark-haired woman drowning in the cove, whom no one else can see? With his grip on reality slipping, Wilder begins to fear that this will not only be his last book, but the last thing he ever does. Okay. Again, sounds interesting. But both of these seem like not your particular type of horror books, something a little bit different. So that's pretty good. Last House on Needless Street. That was the book name I was trying to remember. You see that book everywhere for some reason. I go into a lot of charity shops, as you know, if you kind of like watch a lot of my videos, and the Last House on Needless Street, it is just everywhere. See it so often. So we have some notes. This is from Elisa. A little note there from her. If you would like to pause that and read it, you can. And what else do we have in here? I don't know what this is. Looks like an advert for a zine called Tell the Bees. Catalogue of bizarre tales from folklore, fiction and history. A 32-page zine released quarterly. For subscriptions and additional... That's not going to focus, I'll just read it out. For subscriptions and additional content, visit patreon.com/tellthebeeszine. Past issues are available from an Etsy store, and find Tell the Bees on Instagram and Facebook at all those places. So if that will actually focus, you can find it in those places. There you go. And that's just an advert for that. So the only other thing I'm seeing in here is the second-hand book. Oh no, there is actually some book plates here, or one anyway. So that is Elisa Alering. I must have been mistaken about the both books being signed this month, because that's the only book plate that we've got in here, unless the Catriona Award one is signed on the inside, which it might be. It is not. So yeah, just the one signed this month. So we have our second-hand book, which is a paperback, and hopefully not one that I already have. So let's have a look. Let's see what we got. And yes, I have it. I do indeed have it. I don't think I have it with that cover, but yeah, that may be an upgrade. I don't know what kind of cover the old one's got, but I do quite like that cover. So if I prefer that cover to the one I've already got, then I will have that, and you have the author photo on the back. So yeah, disappointing that I have one that I've already got. I have every James Herbert book, so yeah, not the best month for a second-hand book, but when you've got like as large of a collection as me, that happens quite a lot, unfortunately. It's my own fault. So yeah, that's fine. The other two books look interesting as well. So yeah. Decent month all in all. That will be it until next month. The next video that you will see, I have a Kickstarter board game that I'll be doing an unboxing video of. I have it with me like literally right now, so I'm going to film that as soon as I finish with this. So you'll see that up shortly. Otherwise, look out for more charity shop pickups. I've not done a charity shop pickups video for about 3 weeks. That's because I have been out, but I've only bought kind of like 2 or 3 things, and it's not worth doing a video for 2 or 3 things. So I've not been putting those out, but we'll see what the charity shops bring up this week, and maybe we'll see one of those this week as well. But that's it. So until then, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.